In sports, the Raptors tried to claw their way back to a last-second victory.
And let's throw it over to Allison for sports. Allison?
All right, folks, let's get you updated on all things sports. The Toronto Raptors took on the Atlanta Hawks last night at the ACC. The Raps have lost 9 of the last 10 games, and with the playoff spot hanging in the balance, a win was a must. And boy, was Toronto playing like they knew it. Sporting some St. Paddy's Day attire, the Raps were aggressive from the start. Between DeMar DeRozan's driving to the hoop as if his life depended on it, and Andrea Bargnani out-battling 3 Hawks for an incredible rebound, the game was a total display of everything Toronto has been lacking for the last 3 weeks: passion, talent, and teamwork. But a certain Raptor was noticeably passive throughout the game: Chris Bosh. His lack of game was evident in the third and beginning of the fourth as Atlanta closed up the gap with beautiful three-pointers from Bibby. But Bosh instantly erased his own weak performance as well as Toronto's losing streak when he clinched the game-winning basket. The score, 106-105. And there's a lot of rumors swirling around new contact rules in the NHL right now. There have been many controversial hits lately, but the flood of speculation began on March 7th when Pittsburgh Penguin winger Matt Cook leveled Bruins center Marc Savard with a blindside hit to the head.
That's a target head hit, but how can there not even be a penalty on the play?
Since the knockout, people have questioned whether there would be a full-blown change in the NHL's rules when it comes to headshots. Well, according to NHL.com, the league is looking to change the rulebook, just not this season. Any change for the rest of this season will only involve extra discipline, but not from the refs. NHL Senior Executive Vice President Colin Campbell explained that this discipline would take place any time a play involves a lateral, back pressure, or blindside hit to an opponent where the head is targeted. Well, sit tight, sports fans, because I have a whole lot of NHL playoff news for you. They certainly started off with a bang as Philly took on New Jersey last night. The Flyers continued the dominance they've showed over the Devils all season. Fans were still wondering as the first period ended with nothing on the scoreboard. But in the second, Chris Pronger took full advantage of the Philly power play they had around the 9-minute mark. Pronger posted up in front of Brodeur and backhanded a rebound past him. 1-0. Then, less than 5 minutes later, Mike Richards made it 2-0 with a slap shot just over Brodeur's glove. The Devils managed to score 1, but it was no match for Brian Boucher's 23 saves, which kicked off his first playoff start in 8 years. Final score, 2-1 Philly. The two teams move on to Philadelphia tomorrow night for Game 2 of the series. After last night's games, the Flames moved to only 2 points out of a playoff spot, right behind Colorado. But they should probably give a big thanks to Anaheim for that. Anaheim stifled Colorado from now having any more points after beating them 5-2. It'll certainly be interesting to see what happens when the Flames travel to Colorado on Friday for perhaps their biggest game of the season. And over on the East Coast, Montreal's playoff dreams were put into limbo last night after losing to the Carolina Hurricanes. Cam Ward made 34 saves in his second game back from injury and led the Canes to a 2-1 victory. Even though the Canadiens dominated the first period, outshooting Carolina 12-2, they only came out of it with a 1-0 lead, proving Ward was back and better than ever. But Montreal wouldn't keep their tiny lead for long because of a wicked play by Sutter. He skated into the half zone, and just as he was getting tripped by Hamrlik, he flipped a shot at Price. Hamrlik slid into the crease, but managed to knock the puck in just before knocking the net off. The goal was waved at first, but reversed after review. Then in the third, Stahl broke the tie with his 24th goal of the season, beating Price from the right edge of the crease. Final score, 2-1 for the Canes.